Frazier, what a catch at the 14-yard line. Puka again for the 8th time tonight.
Yeah. Do you know how much courage it takes to make this catch right here? There are four guys around Puka Nacua. He knows he's getting drilled. He's got to go up in the air, extend his arms, and just wait for the hit to take place. Something else, man. That was a gutsy throw by Stafford to lay that one in there, too. But he knew his guy was willing to go up and get it.
Testing. Sorry. Thank you, Jim. My mouse died, so I had to switch the plug and it didn't work on that side. So thank you, Jim. All right. So we didn't get the game that we wanted. Jared Goff played wonderful in the first half. There were two non-calls that went against the Matthew Stafford, is what you guys missed. I was trying to say. That's not the only reason why we lost, but it would have helped. And then Puka Nacua getting held in the after a great game. It sucks that his season ended with a non-call. They grabbed his jersey. We'll show it to you. But it sucks that our season ends like that. It sucks that our season has to end like that, but it is what it is. That's the way the NFL goes. Let's see. You have all the trolls in here. They're like, oh, good. Let me go on Rudy. Even though they already won the Super Bowl already, but it's okay. It's fine. I don't blame them. They were scared. They were having cold sweats at night that the Rams are going to get through, but it is what it is. Takeover says that McVay has no creativity in the red zone. Every time he throws it up to Kupp on the edges, it didn't work all season, and he kept going at it this year. Yeah, the red zone. Me and Stockton were like, why are we not running the ball or coming up with some creative plays? That was the difference in the game too. The three times we were in the red zone, we couldn't score. That is crazy. Let's see. We should have gone for it on fourth down, man. Who cares if we don't convert, and gave them a short field? We give ourselves the best chance to win, and would have been the same thing as a penalty. Yeah, I understand that thinking. Also, too, it sucked that we didn't have Kyren Williams. He has a damn cast on. He hurt his hand. We didn't have him for the last drive because Kyren Williams can definitely break one and get deep. I appreciate Ronnie Rivers runs deep, our backup running back, but he's no Kyren Williams. And so that sucks that on the last drive we didn't have him, but Matthew Stafford had us at the Lions 36. And it's just a tough game, that you're going to get the calls, you're not going to get the calls. It sucks though. But here's the call that we're talking about. It's not going to be any audio. So in every game, there's going to be calls that can go one way or another. But for them not to call this would have made a huge difference. Forget about the Stafford one where it looked like he got a concussion. Hold on. Right here. Here's the call. Let me get this comment out of the way. Oh, so I'm sorry, G12. You may contact Rudy the Marina Sports Report via Instagram, Instagram.com, Remilia Sports. Thank you, my guy, G12. Hold on. Here we go. Okay, so we got the comment out of the way. And here it is right here. Tug. Nice big hit at the end, though. But watch this again. So here we go. Now we're going to have audio. But the tug, you got to call that, man. If you're going to ball right there and we take it in for a touchdown, there's more time off the clock, but it is what that is. And then I don't have the Matthew Stafford hit where the second guy hit him and helped him to the floor at the turf, and there was no call at all. That sucks that happened. You know, that's crazy. Hold on one second. Takeover says, with not much time remaining in the game, have confidence in the offense and defense. McVay is always too conservative. G Tross says, may the force be with you, Kubro. All right. Let's see. G Tross says, Rudy, sorry, bro. The Rams were so close that tackling hurt. Must wrap up, guys. Lions got extra yards and after the first contact. Yeah, the Lions were, Jared Goff, my hat goes off to him. Jared Goff in the first half scored 3 straight touchdowns, and that was the difference. We couldn't score in the red zone, but we started to come on. The defense held them really good in the second half, and we just couldn't score in the red zone. That was one of the main things. JJ99 says, I already see him blaming the refs. Well, I mean, if you don't see that's a holding call, then that is what it is. But that's not the only thing why we lost, but it is what that is. But when somebody holds you on his third down and you're not able to complete a pass, that was kind of high. I'll give you that. But you're not supposed to be able to grab a guy's jersey and not get called for it in a big game. But props to them. Michael says, bang, bang, Niner gang. Are all the Ram fans join Texas and the Texas loser crew to a lonely island where you all watch the Niners win a trophy? Well, we haven't seen that 29 years, Michael. I don't think it's going to happen this year either. I know that you guys were like this when it was a chance you guys might play the Rams. All the content creators were like, the Rams are dangerous. You're damn right the Rams are dangerous. But it is what it is. My hat goes off to Jared Goff, but like I said, it sucks that happened the way it ended like that, but it is what it is. Damian Fernandez says, hate to say it, I told you so. A Rams scripted Super Bowl has passed. NFL logo. If the Rams Super Bowl is scripted, then that means the Niners Super Bowl is scripted if they won this year. So, oh boy. Jim Everett says, refs being investigated. It's so crazy, man. It is what it is. It's our fault, though. We would have scored in the red zone. We would have had better plays. We would have beat them easily. Well, not easily. Take that back. We would have not have to be worrying about being down by 1 point. Michael says, I hope the Rams won't see a Super Bowl for a while. We're going to win another couple. 2026, I picture us winning Lombardi at Levi Stadium. And then 2027, I picture us 2027, the next year, winning it again. We'll see what happens with that one. SM says, everyone knows the Rams got robbed, even the Niner fans. Yeah, they were like, oh, good. It says, Rams will be back. Yes, indeed. It was a great season. Unfortunately, ended the way it is. We have a lot of things to build on. Even Tutu Kachu made an appearance.
The field. They use his speed. They want to get across your face. That's what everybody does. This time he crosses back the other way. And once that ball snuck past, that was it. Tutu Atwell, who's really their fourth receiver, makes a huge play. And this place is...
Tutu Kachu finally showed up. He did really good. That was really awesome. King Keith says, we should make a bet. What time in the video he mentioned the Niners. I make fun of the King Keith. I make fun of the Niners. You're always probably going to hear me make fun of the Niners because they're always doing dumb stuff. The owner gets caught for racketeering allegedly. He gets shaken down. He loses his team. His sister takes over the team. If everybody remembers the knee slapper when J.J. Stokes got spit in the face by Romo, the linebacker. Everybody remembers when the Niners lost 2 straight NFC Championship games. I mean, they do a lot of dumb stuff, and then they're down to their 3rd string quarterback by the first quarter, and they were throwing in the white towel. They do a lot of dumb stuff. They moved to Santa Clara in that horrible stadium. There's a lot to talk about. So, that bet will be lost because I make fun of them all the time. There's a lot of material. I can actually almost do a stand-up routine about the Niners. I do a stand-up routine here. SF says Rams will be the stronger next year and with cap space. Yes, indeed. Props to the Detroit Lions. So I saw that fan in the stands, 84 years old or something like that. He was around when they made the playoffs the last time. You know, they he's been a long time Lions fan. That's who I'm happy for. That's who I'm happy for. Let's see. Trace, oops. My guy Tracy says SM Niners have open space too. They have open space, but they got serious. They're going to lose probably Ayuk or Debo. They're going to lose some of them, some more depth. Chase Young probably won't be brought back. They have a lot of decisions to make. But yes, indeed, Trent Williams is not going to get any younger. But yeah, the Rams are definitely a team on the rise. One of the youngest rosters in the NFL. Tracy says Niners will pay the pack next week. Yes, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, the Rams are like, we'll see if the Lions. I still don't trust Goff can stand up and get the Lions deep in the playoffs. But the Rams are the last hope of stopping the Niners from getting to the Super Bowl, and then it's going to be up to the AFC team most likely. Alger Fella, hello, Rumilia, brother Rudy. That one hurt. Yeah, it sucked, man. I was like, man, we're right there. We got to the 36. And then we kind of struggled a little bit. Kyrie Williams is sitting there with the damn cast on. I'm like, damn, we can use him right now, man. We can use Kyrie Williams because he knows how to. He's just a good back, man. He knows how to, wait for the hole to open, and he takes that crease. And man, it sucks. SM says Stafford outplayed Goff. Yeah, it just sucks we couldn't get in the red zone. That was a difference. So Goff got that, but Stafford was doing his thing, man. The guy was taking hits. I tweeted this out. Just keep it close. Jared Goff started out strong. Props to him. They won the game. I'm just going to say it like that. They won the game. But I would have loved to at least have the hit against Stafford, man. Quarterbacks are protected. Matthew Stafford should be protected. That should have been a late hit. And we would have had first down at least on that drive, even if you don't call the Puka one. And then the Puka one, I mean, come on. The guy's having a hell of a game, having the all-time rookie receiving record and receiving and catches, and he don't get no love on the call. Like, the guy grabbed his jersey. I mean, it sucks that it had to come down to that, but I mean, we don't have a kicker, so we weren't going to kick, anyway. But look, you got to call this. That was Jerry Rice, or let's see, let's do a modern player. Even though they don't win Super Bowls in San Francisco no more, or Santa Clara. If that was Ayuk and somebody grabbed his jersey and then you guys lost by 1 point, wouldn't you guys be like, you guys wouldn't be saying nothing? Yeah. But I mean, it sucks like that. That is what it is. But I am happy for the Detroit Lions. But yeah, I tweeted that the Rams keep it close. Goff will start feeling doubts. The defense, will come up. And Ernest Jones did his thing too in the second half.
You have a complete headache. Watch them split out wide, create that one-on-one for Ernest Jones against the back. That is no accident. That is a scheme that they work to perfection.
Yeah, I like that comment by SM. SM says refs won the Lions game with missed calls. Let's be real. They screwed us, but we screwed ourselves. But yeah, that didn't help. And at the end on that last drive, that screwed us because that would have given us first down. They pulled Puka's jersey, so that sucks. And but I like this comment here. SM says, now I know how Saints fans felt. Yep. Touche. Oh man, but it's we've come a long way, man. We come a long way. The Rams are supposed to win 3 games. The Rams are supposed to win 5 games. They're not going to do nothing. The Rams are the dangerous team in the NFC, and they were. We just couldn't score in the red zone. So props to the Detroit Lions defense. Very stout. Very, very impressed by their defense. Their offense, their secondary needs a lot to be desired. So that's why I say, like, if they match up with a team like the Niners that are balanced, it's going to be tough. Me very, very, very baby says we'll be back next year, Rudy. Yes, we'll be back. Like I said, we were in the dance, so we got a chance to play for the Super Bowl. That's what we were rooting for. You don't just play just to play. We didn't get past the Detroit Lions, and props to them. My hat goes off to them. They're a very good team. They were 12-5 team. And but yeah, we were like, I picked us to go 9-8 this year just to refresh everyone's memory. Maybe 10-7 if we steal a game or two. We really didn't steal any games. We got lucky in the Giants game because Mason Bean Crosby missed it, but we would have still been 9-8. And everybody was picking us for saying that we were dead. They were picking us to win 3 or 5 games. We got into the playoffs. And so we're a year ahead of time, and we just got to shore up things in the secondary. We got to get a better kicker, and we need some more depth on the O-line and another edge rusher. And we're going to have draft picks and free agent money to be right back there. So if we can get into a first round in year 1 with these rookies and second-year players, now you infuse more draft picks. We have picks in every round of the draft, and we have $40 million, over $40 million in cap space. G-Toss says, this is Rudy of the Meridian Sports Report at the Tone. Leave your board. Yeah, I was late. Sorry. I was still setting up my stuff. Damian Lee says, love my red and gold. Props to you guys, man. I was looking forward to you guys. Hoping we got to play, but no. Tracy says, hold on. Tracy says, evening, Rudy, tough game, but you're still a kudu. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. My hat goes off to the Lions, man. They deserve it. They won the game. I would have loved to at least got one of those calls, though. I'm just going to say it like that. Matthew Stafford, for what he's done for this league and all the pain that he goes through, and he's a warrior. He gets up. He doesn't complain like you'd see a Tom Brady complain to the refs. Give me the call, right? We've all seen that. Even Patrick Mahomes. As great as he is, what's going on, he just gets up and next play. Matthew Stafford's a warrior, but he doesn't get no love, though, man. The 2 guys hit him and he had to go to the blue tent, and you didn't give him a call. Like, aren't you supposed to protect the quarterbacks? I mean, geez, I remember Kurt Warner, the same thing. They would not protect Kurt Warner. Serious Sam says refs call the PI. The Rams have first down at the 25. Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying, man. But if he could have scored at least 1 touchdown in the red zone, we don't even need to do that, right? But yes, indeed. Julio says, let's talk about the game. Yeah, I'm going to give you guys a link to call in. I'm going to give you guys a link to call in, and we can share our frustrations. But really, I'm frustrated, but I'm over it now. The calls are not going to change them. We didn't get the calls. That's the way it goes. But I'm so happy and excited for my team. Puka Nacua is that dude. Everyone here, even Niner fans agree that Puka Nacua is him. Puka Nacua is a bad mofo, and there's nobody that can stop him except for the refs, as we found out. But he's a bad mofo. So the Rams' future is very bright with Puka Nacua, Kobe Turner, Byron Young, Kyrie Williams. Rod Navarro says, Skippy Swine catch up. They weren't even better than us, man. Yeah, that's the way it goes, man. It sucks. SM says, oops, I didn't mean to put you in timeout. Hurry up. Let me take you out. Dang it. I didn't mean to put you in timeout, man. Kuwaka Puff, I accidentally put you in timeout. I didn't mean to. I'm using my slide pad. You'll be back in a little bit. I'm sorry. That was my fault. Sorry. I'm sorry, man. SM says, Rudy, we got robbed. Yeah, we were robbed. JB Val says, ref crying. No, I just wish we'd have got one of those, JB Val, because it sucks to have your season. My guy Monster Ritz right there. Hold on. It sucks to have your season like that, you know. Monster says, Rudy, we'll be back. Okay, to beat up. So no excuses. Refs just bad all year. We all know exactly what we need next season. Exactly right. We got hosed on another call against the Bengals. They took away Tutu's touchdown. We would have been at least even it would have been 11-6. We would have got that game. They gave us a horrible spot against the Steelers. The game ended like that. They've been doing that to us all year. They've been doing that to us all year. Danny Berry Sports Highlight says, boo, yo. Yup. And but yeah, if you guys see the call-in link, it's there. Let me see if it showed up. Hold on. Gabbard, if you're able to come in. If you're able to see the link, did it show up? Let me put it in there again. And you guys don't have to use your camera. You can just say you don't want to put your camera, and you'll just be an avatar. Hold on. Let me just put it there. Hold on. I'm having a problem with my touchpad. My mouse died, and I didn't realize I didn't plug it in earlier. Dang it. I hate using the touchpad. Yeah, so there's the link. If you guys want to come in so we can talk about it for a few minutes. Me and my lady's gonna go to the movies. Get this damn loss out of my mind. G-Tron says the opinions of the fans with the Ramilli Sports Report. Call in, yes indeed. G12, call in. Call in, G12. We can both talk our sorrows. My guy David Corona, that was a good game, Lions. Yeah, it was a really good game. Really good game. G12 says, Rudy, I hated that low. Yeah, that's not an illegal play, but why don't you protect your players, man? That was so ugly. I tweeted out prayers to Higbee, hope he's okay. That low hit was horrible. Very horrible, man. All right, let's get into another clip. Here's our guy Puka Nacua, aka He Is Him, and He Is Me, running over some fools.
Everybody knew this was going to end in a collision right at the first down marker. And here it comes. Who's going to win from here? And Puka Nacua did what he's done all.
Love it. I love it. That's bad, man. Let's see. Yes, I'm saying something I totally agree with. Rams were the only team left who can possibly beat the Niners. I totally agree with that, man. It's all about matchups. It looked to me like the Lions have a better run defense than the Niners do. They were talking about that in the broadcast, that they improved that, but they give up passes, and that's where they were susceptible. The difference in the game today was that we couldn't score in the red zone. We couldn't score in the red zone. We were kicking field goal after field goal. Imagine that. If I would have told you Brett Maher, the Rams kicker, is going to make some kicks today, I would have been like, what? Okay, good. We're in good shape, right? But that's the problem. When you give up 3 straight touchdowns to Jared Goff, they start out hot. That was the key, and we couldn't score in the red zone, and we ended up losing by 1 point, 1 measly point. And so that is what that is. That sucks. Monster It says, hit the like and subscribe button, please. Yes, indeed. Thank you, my guy Monster It. My guy William says, Let's would never let any quarterback be hit like Stafford was. Yeah, it sucks, man. The guy's a warrior. The guy doesn't complain to refs, and it sucks that they do that. JW says, Rams on a bye till next year. No, well, next season. Yeah, we're already in next year, 2024. If we could have won this game, I know coulda, shoulda, woulda. if we could have won this game, we could have been the team that won by a couple points, 1 point, whatever it is. That would have been a springboard for us, but we couldn't get it. But also too, in hindsight, I don't know about going into San Francisco, if the Cowboys would have won with the big old freaking cast on his head. This game is NFL is brutal. And anything can happen. Brock Purdy can go out of a playoff game with a jacked up elbow. Matthew Stafford could bust. Listen, the man's a warrior. Busted his hand open on a helmet. Still throwing dimes, right? The gunslinger, right? Still throwing dimes, right? Perfect touch passes, all that stuff, right? Gets knocked the hell out. The guy's looking up at the sky like Chris Collinsworth is like, I don't really like that. He's looking up. He didn't get the call. The guy keeps coming back like Michael Myers. Amazing, man. Amazing quarterback. I'm so proud of this team. Let's see. 49er time says 49ers are healthy. They're healthy, but as you can see, the Rams were healthy too. And Higbee went out with the knee thing. Ah, man, that looks so painful. They hit him down low. And then Kyrie Williams, they hit him awkwardly. I think a helmet went into his hand, and he had a big-ass cast, so he had to come out. This game is rough. Man. But it is helpful that you guys are healthy. That's going to help. The not. William says refs don't do the Niners like that. Yeah, I haven't seen anybody, with a really good quarterback like Matthew Stafford, top 10, top 5, whatever it is, whoever side you're on. They don't protect him. They really don't. That's crazy. E. Herbert says Rams. Oops. E. Herbo says Rams pack in the air. That's gas or what? For an hour time, it says breaking news: Puka Nacua request trade Niners. That guy's amazing, man. I'm so happy that we got our guy Kyrie Williams, Puka Nacua. I'm happy Kyrie Williams too. But yeah, if I'm gonna give it one more time for the link, and I'm gonna get out of here pretty soon. We're gonna go see the movies. William says, "Who didn't really think that this was going to happen? Raheem never tried Belichick's defense. I didn't listen. Raheem Morris is a Super Bowl champion defensive coordinator, William, but me and Stockton were like, I was texting him. I was like, why is Hoyt on Laporta on that fourth down? If you remember, on the fourth down, fourth and goal, and we have Hoyt on Laporta, and Hoyt is 6'3", like 260-pound guy, big dude, and even Laporta is hindered. Why do you have him on there trying to guard that guy? Get a deep put Witherspoon on him, and get him at put your hands on him at the line of scrimmage within 5 yards, and hinder his space to let the pass rush get to Goff, and double team Amon-Ra. Double team him. Put 2 guys right on him. Let's make somebody else beat you. Goodness gracious. And I'm not a defense coordinator. I mean, you're not going to be able to do that all the time. You got to mix it up, but golly. Tracy says, Puka Nacua, the Eddie Van Haren look like. I didn't think about it like that. Kind of does, huh? Montartica says, I was off by two score prediction, but great game anyways, man. Yeah, great game. Sucks to lose by 1 point, and we left some points on the board on the field. In the red zone, we just couldn't score touchdowns, and my hat goes off to the Lions defense. I'm rooting for them now. I'm rooting for Jared Goff to do good. G-Toss is Rudy. Michael says, who are your key free agents? That's what you were saying. Who are your key free agents you need to sign for 2024? Good question. I could tell you that Van Jefferson, the wide receivers contract was up this year, but it didn't matter. We let him go first. We got rid of him. I think guys like 1-year contracts like Johnny Johnson III. I believe he signed a 1-year contract. The two big ones are going to be Dotson on the O-line. He's going to get a lot of money. Show me the money. And because of Witherspoon, the way he ended the season, we may not bring him back, or we could. Those two guys that we signed from Pittsburgh. Dotson is a must. The right tackle, right guard. He's a must. That guy is a must. Witherspoon, not sure. Those are the two guys that come to mind. But we'll have to look into that further. But those two guys are stars and very important. 49er Times says, was Aaron Donald playing? Yeah. 49er Times, it sucks because, all great pass rushers and defensive linemen get double, triple team. Aaron Donald at times sacrifices himself. He got in there. He flashed in there a couple times. He got double and triple teamed. And so he kind of sacrifices himself. He flashed in there a couple times. One time we almost got to Goff, and then the other guy came up and hit him. But yeah, it sucks though for Aaron Donald. He's a team player. It sucks to be giving your all, and you're like, damn, I got 300 pounders on me. That's what happens with young players. Kobe Turner coming on his own. But the props to the Lions offensive line. It wasn't until later in the game where we started getting pressure. Alex G says it's Lakers and Kings and Dodger time. Oh boy, my Lakers, man. Woo! Devin Newley says, I can't believe you got the L. Yeah, me either, man. Sucks. He says, Puka is nice, but I can't believe you got the L. Yeah, I understand too. Me too, man. I can't believe either. It sucks. Kubro says, oh, it's a Star Trek book. I've never read a Star Trek book before, G12. How do you do it? Live long and prosper. Can't do it. Live long and prosper. Tracy says, in the second round of the 2024 draft, the Los Angeles Rams select a kicker. No, we'll probably be a later round. We need somebody, man. I mean, it would have been a unique situation and a scary situation when we were at the Lions 36 in that last drive, before we had to punt, the drive before the last drive. If we were like, should we bring Brett Maher up for a game-winning kick? Oh, okay. So now I don't understand this by 49er Miners. Don't worry, little brothers. We will get revenge on Lions for you. So so the little brothers thing, are you saying we're the little brothers because of the regular season wins? Because that's a little brother move. Little brothers means that you have won a championship in the last 30 years. So no, you're the regular season little brothers. But props to you, and we'll see if you guys can finally win it, man. I mean, you guys, there's no Super Bowl champs except for Sebastian Joseph Day on your roster, and that's because he's a former Ram. Maybe you guys finally cash it in. We call you the red capped little brothers from Levi Stadium. But we'll see, man. Props to you. We'll see. You guys are better than the Lions. We'll see if you can beat them. But we'll see what happens. But props to you, man. I don't see you guys winning the Super Bowl again this year. We'll see. Mustard says Sean McVay press conference starts soon. Okay, thank you. Me, very, very, very baby. Will the Niners win it all? No, I don't think they are. I think that any of the AFC teams, the Bills have a chance to beat them. For sure, the Ravens. They're lucky that Burrow's not there because that'll be another guy, and I think Mahomes has their number too. No, this doesn't make sense. Little Brody means 5-2. No, 5 goes away. It's the last 2 that this Rams has won. 5 goes away when Larry Lombardo Jr. gave up his team and his sister took over, and they can't win in the modern era now. In the free agency era, since '93 they won 1, so that's basically 2-1. But you have 5. But you haven't won in such a long time. It's different ownership, different players, not even in San Francisco anymore. So no, the Rams franchise is worth more too. Look it up. So no, that's little brothers stuff. The Rams have a better stadium. Rams have won the Super Bowl the last 2 times in the last 20 some years. and the Rams franchise is worth more. So that's little brother stuff. But yeah, I appreciate the 5 though. But that was a long time ago. That's like bragging about your dad's girlfriends. That had nothing to do with you. LG said Packers versus Lions NFC Championship game. That would be funny, man. That would be funny. I would love it. Skyman says great experience for the young players. Be ready next season. It was a great, it was all this is really good for them. But it sucks to lose anytime you lose. But nobody was picking us to be here, and we wanted to take advantage of it and get further. But my hat goes off to the Detroit Lions. Me very, very, very baby says I'd rather have Patrick win back to back. Yes, indeed. Me too. I can live with anybody except for the Niners winning. Artist says, now I know how Weiner fans feel. Losing the playoffs sucks. I can't imagine 30 years of of losing. No, imagine losing the NFC Championship game to the Rams, who they're calling the little brothers. Losing again last year to the Eagles. First-year coach. Got out-coached by Sirianni, Kyle Shanahan. Losing this year too, maybe. We'll see. Imagine if they don't win this year. And you got to win the Super Bowl to think you're a big brother. You're not talking about the ones from 30 years ago, because most of those guys, some of them aren't even around anymore. G12 says, Tracy, Megan, I know, but prefer to have a sci-fi that stirs imagination. Star Wars is sort of one-dimensional. Woo! Shots fired by G12. So here's a good comment by 49er Times. Arnold, how long does it take to shine one Super Bowl? That's what we're telling you. The Niners have won one Super Bowl since the free agency era. But like when you go to the Niners Stadium, I understand they have a museum. Here's the San Francisco years. Eddie DeBartolo Jr. with this big fat mug there, like this, and you got Joe Montana, Steve Young, and then they got the Santa Clara wing. You got Kaepernick over there, and Mike Singletary, and then you got ESPN Player of the Year inside the trophy case, one NFC Championship trophy, and it's empty. The Rams have wings in their museums of Cleveland, LA, St. Louis, and all of them have a trophy in it. But yeah, that is true, one Super Bowl trophy, but we don't have one. We have 2 Super Bowls and 2 NFL championships, but yeah, I don't know where the one comes from. We're not the Seahawks. William says, you're getting old when your team loses and you are too exhausted to be mad. Oh, man. I would have rather had them. Well, maybe not. Question for the chat. Would you have rather lost like this by 1 point, have it be within reach, see that the refs missed a pulling the jersey call, and then lose, all right? Or getting your ass whipped by like the Cowboys, like my poor guy West Hill Rock 5 Rings, a Cowboy fan. Woo! I think I'd rather take the way we lost, maybe. Alex G says they are the Cowboys of the West and the NFC West. Yep. Jim Average says the refs being investigated. We just should have scored in the red zone. Those calls would have helped us for sure, but we just should have scored in the red zone. We would have been fine. We would have scored 1 touchdown in the red zone instead of the field goals. We would have won. Me very very Betty Baby says so far I'd rather take McVay over Kyle. Well, one is the youngest head coach in Super Bowl history, and 7 years later still is and has more victories in the regular season and more wins in the championship. He's 2-0 instead of 1-2. Yes, indeed. Jim Evers says Rams would have had 5 rings this. Rams would had 5 rings this year. Refs want Santa Clara to win. Rams wouldn't have had 5 rings this year. Refs wanted Santa Clara to win. Hold on. Arnold says Rams are ahead of schedule and still outplayed the Lions. Yeah, it was crazy, man. Jared Goff played a good first half, and then he was what we were expecting in the beginning of the game. In the second half, the Rams defense came on. Matthew Stafford was doing his thing. Alex G says, I don't see Shanahan lifting the Lombardi next month. I don't either. I'm telling you, I don't think they're going to do it. I do. If they did, my hat would go off to them. Oh, the better QB. I'm not even going to list that because that's not even true. You know that. You know, like, God damn, Matthew Stafford's good. But here's our guys hugging it out. Hopefully, Jared Goff got some satisfaction getting revenge against McVay and his old team. And, my hat goes off to them. They deserve to win. They got the win. The W is all that counts. And I hope they go far in the playoffs. I would love for him to get revenge against the team that used to beat him with the Rams and the Niners. That would be funny. That would be almost as good as the Rams beating them. Here we go. And let's remember, looking at Cooper Kupp. Let's flash back real quick before I leave. Cam Akers was an issue in the season. He ended up being, we ended up trading him, get rid of him, and Allen Robinson. Van Jefferson was in a contract year, wide receiver. He didn't do nothing really. We got rid of him, right? Kyrie Williams came in. Puka Nacua took off because Cooper Kupp couldn't play the first few games. This season could have went. Pfft. Imagine that, because Cam Akers, starting running back, it ended up being an issue. It was team ball. He wanted most of the touches, right? So we got rid of him. Kyrie Williams stepped in. He stepped in and was amazing. Possibly would have had the rushing title if he played the whole year without getting hurt. He was out 4 games. And then Cam Akers was there in the 5th game, mostly. And he still finished with almost 1,200 yards, right around 1,150. Van Jefferson was in a contract year, was supposed to help out, and he was disappeared. Puka Nacua took over for Cooper Kupp. And we ended up getting Dotson to help the line. We ended up getting Witherspoon to help the secondary, who struggled all year. We don't have a kicker. Amazing year. 10-7. We ended the Niners streak. No matter what they say, we both played backups. They played some of their starters, and we didn't, except for the offensive line, and some of the defensive guys in the back and the secondary, just because we don't have a lot of depth. But like Fuller, who ended up getting hurt for this game, he wasn't there. But amazing season for these young Rams, man. I mean, the sky is the limit for these young Rams. I'm very proud of them. Very proud of them being 10-7. Jerry says 1994 VHS highlights do threat. Jerry says Rams was robbed. Yeah, it sucks, man. I don't have the clip of Matthew Stafford, but we should have scored in the red zone. It's our fault. It's our fault. It is our fault. We should have scored more. But I do want to show you this last clip before we go. Again, it sucks, but here it is. Shouldn't come to that, but it is what it is. I brought this Captain Crunch out, so I wanted to show you. When the Rams came back to LA, they had these. It looks like a Ram helmet, right? And so they placed the C and they put that stripe to make it look like a Rams helmet. And so clearly it's supposed to represent the Rams. So I thought that was cool. I bought a few of those boxes. I haven't even opened the cereal inside. But it's pretty neat. It's pretty neat that when they were, basically they were able to, it looks like a Rams helmet and jersey, Captain Crunch. But anyway, the Rams lose. Sucks that we lost. It is what that is. Monster says McVay said he doesn't blame anyone or the refs. He's not taking anything away from the Lions. Very classy. Yeah. It is our fault ultimately. I hate that they didn't protect Stafford though. I'm just going to say that. I there's no reason for McVay to say anything except for being classy. I love my coach, but I don't like that they didn't protect Stafford. But yeah, we should have scored in the red zone. We would have been fine. If we would have scored once in the red zone, we probably would have been good. Arnold says we will be back next year for sure. Yes, indeed. And I believe that too. Master says I have 2 of those boxes. They're pretty cool, right, Master? They're pretty cool. I don't know what I did with my Wheaties box too from the St. Louis Rams, Great Show on Turf, the Wheaties championship box. Jim Murphy says Lions offense was stopped in the second half. They really were, man. They really were. All right, guys. I'm going to call it a night. Thank you guys for coming in. Thank you, G12, for coming in. Appreciate you guys so much. Much love. Our season's over, so we're going to root for the Lions to go as far as they can. It's all hands on deck to stop the Niners. No. If they win, I wouldn't like it, but props to them. And if they were to win that, but we will see. There's a lot of football. The one thing that we can say is we lost by 1 point to a very good team, 12-5. They had the home field advantage. The crowd got behind them, and I'm happy for them. I hate that we lost, but my hat goes off to Jared Goff and the crew, and that 84-year-old man that finally got to see the Lions go into the playoffs another round, and so we will see what happens. With them. And so, but imagine the Cowboys, 50 to whatever it was. Jeez. Jeez Louise. But anyway, thank you guys so much for the support. Appreciate you guys. We'll have another live on. What's today? Today's Sunday. We'll come on Monday or Wednesday, and we'll keep an eye on the other games. But yeah, sucks that we lost, but I'm very proud of this team. We'll be doing videos and clips about this team upcoming, and I'm excited for the future. Monster says Stafford press conference next by everyone say it. All right, guys, appreciate you so much. My guy Monster at G12, everyone that's here. 49er fans, dang it, I wanted to play you guys, but we wouldn't have played you guys anyway this next game because the darn Cowboys lost, so that just jacked it up for me too. But anyway, props to everyone that came in. Appreciate you guys. No excuses. We lost. I would have loved to have the rest to have at least give us one of those calls, but the Lions were the better team today. They scored in the red zone. As we always say, may the Ramili be with you. And Ramulators, mount up. All right, guys, have a great night. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. We'll be on soon, either Monday or Wednesday. Look for the alert. Thank you, guys.